Y'all, 2020 starts in mere days. What happened to our youth? If you are young, sit down, child. 20 years ago was the 1980s, not 2000. Man, I'm old, y'all. My mug for today is the NaNoWriMo mug. I do miss NaNoWriMo, not gonna lie. Even my kid was saying she misses typing. I don't blame her. But at the same time, I'm still really happy that we don't have writing meetups every single day. Gotta say, kind of happy about that. But we will be having monthly live write-ins for 2 hours every single month. So let me know down in the comments what kind of schedule would work best for you of when to do those live write-ins. And don't forget to mention what kind of time zone you're in, because if you're on like the other side of the planet and you're asking for a certain time, it's gonna be a totally different time for me. So, all right, so welcome back to Mean Muggin' Monday. I am Funky Like Feathers, and we are here to get your rear end back on track. It is the end of 2020, and that means that everybody's gonna start making these lovely, wonderful, terrible things called resolutions. Why should you not make a resolution? Super simple, easy answer there is that you can't resolve to be someone else. Oftentimes, by setting resolutions, you set yourself up for some serious failure, which just makes the next year kind of suck. Pro tip here, resolutions are the things you can give up for Lent. Go ahead and write that down. You may want to remember that. Instead of making resolutions, what on earth are you supposed to do? Because you've got this feeling inside, there's something about the end of the year that makes you just suddenly want to start making different ideas of things to do to make the next year better. Those things are called goals. And we all have heard about SMART goals. If you have not heard about SMART goals, let me break it down. It's an acronym, okay? S-M-A-R-T. The S is for specific, as in make a specific goal, not an overarching goal. So we're not gonna make one that's like, I want to get healthy next year. You can't, that's not specific, all right? You wanna say, I will eat at least one fruit or vegetable at every meal. Specific. The M is for measurable. You can actually measure like one vegetable or one fruit at a meal. That's measurable. All right, the A is for achievable. So in other words, keep reality in check here, okay? You're not gonna make some ridiculous goal like, I want to lose 90 pounds next year. Seriously, kid, it took you how long to gain that 90 pounds? Don't think it's gonna come off in less than a year, okay? Take your time, something achievable, something that you can actually accomplish so you can check it off. The R is for relevant. It needs to be relevant to you. If I live in the city, I'm not gonna be making a goal to have farm animals. It's not gonna work. HOA will be on my rear end super fast and kick me out of my house, okay? Not relevant to my time and place. Just not. I love pigs. I'm vegan. I love animals. However, having them running around my house is just not an option, okay? The last letter T stands for time bound, okay? So you have a certain amount of time where you have to meet that goal. It's not just an overarching, it's gonna happen at some point. If you wanna make it to Paris or something, you better put that date on your calendar. All right, and that's part of the reason I love having goals like this instead of just resolutions, is because goals are things you can actually check off of a list that you can actually go ahead and achieve, and then you feel so much more productive and you know that you have actually accomplished those things. You've actually done something that you set out to do. It wasn't just a random idea of, oh, this is really nice and I'd like to do this at some point in life. It's not time for a bucket list. It's time for goal setting. So this also comes down to if you want to start doing things like measuring out how much time you have in the day and planning yourself out and go ahead and calendar blocking. By the way, I have a video on calendar blocking, check up there. Then going ahead and writing down in a calendar and in your schedule, making a schedule. Maybe that could be your goal. Have a schedule. That's simple. Make a schedule. Even if it's something as simple as a quick check-off list for every single day, at least then you have things that are measurable, that are time specific as they are. They're relevant to your life because they're things you need to accomplish during the day. Those are simple things you can do just to get started on goals instead of resolutions. All of this really comes down to living your best life. And that's what you're here to do, is to live your best life. The one thing you can't do if you're trying to live your best life is make random little resolutions that have absolutely no real pull and tug on your current life. If you want your goals to positively affect your life, you better start writing that mess down and planning out how you want to accomplish it. Because this is the perfect time to go ahead and start doing that. You have 12 months for next year to go ahead and get all of those goals accomplished, and you can actually go ahead and plan out the steps that you need to take in order to accomplish those goals before the end of the year. And then you can actually start to realize and do the research on what it is that you need to do in order to accomplish those goals, so you know how long it's going to take you. Because if your goal really is to lose 90 pounds in 1 year, which it really shouldn't be, you need to know exactly how long it's going to take to do this in a healthy manner, so that you know that you're not messing up your metabolism. If you mess up your thyroid or your adrenal system, it's gonna take years to figure that mess out, because doctors will just think you're crazy. Trust me, I've been there. Plan your mess out, figure out how long all this stuff is gonna be, make yourself some smart goals, and get ready for 2020, because time waits for no one.